working? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, where's my mic? Oh, here it is. Oops. Hello? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello? All right. I think we're working. All right. Oh, battle career. Well, hello. Where's the camera? There it is. Yeah, I'm doing a little New Year's stream just because I guess why not? I wanted to go through. Oh, Tilted Taxis is back. The shameless ripoff of what's that one Sega game called? Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi, which I'm pretty sure I have that. I'll have to check that out later. But no, actually, we're gonna do some creative stuff, and let's see. Oops. Nope. Abort. Because I've got my notes. Oh, where's my iPad device? Is it plugged in? I should probably get where's my headset? All right, happy 2021. Look at that. How fun. Oh, can I even fit this with my head? My hat on? Okay, hang on. Bear with me for a second here. Open notes. Ah! My hat is too big. Wow, look at that. Instead of a ball drop, it's a llama drop, because of course. How fun. A little cute little thing like this. Wow. How creative. Alright, so we're actually gonna hop on to Left 4 Dead Chapter 1. There we go. Have I ever done it behind the scenes? I don't think I have. Oh, Andy, what's up? Yes. You should join me, Andy. I forgot. I should have. Oh, dang! I'm a bad friend. I should have told you. YOLO. Hi. Yeah. So yeah, Andy, are you online? Oh my gosh. The Xbox button is not working. Why is the Xbox button not working? Really? Ah. Merry Christmas, Yoshi. Oh, 5 days ago. Ah, yeah, I haven't been online too much. Oh, Caleb's online. Oh, do not disturb. Can I disturb you, Andy? Is that okay? Yes, you can get on. Obvi. Yes. You know what? I think I'm gonna take off this hat. It's a little crazy. Okay, we got that invite sent. Of course, Andy, Hype Master Zero, the other co-creator of Left 4 Dead Chapter 1. Very exciting stuff today. Let's see what happens. So yeah, this is the starting box. Where's the code? Oh yeah, here's the whole Left 4 Dead series. Oh, when you look at it, it is highlighted now. Cool. Anyways, let's see, yes, please. Come and join. Oh, there he is. Hello?
Hello?
Zero.
Let's
Hi.
go.
What's up?
How's it going?
Welcome. Well, I played through Left 4 Dead, Chapter 1, our premiere zombie map with a friend, and I have some notes and some things that I need to change. And I was thinking, if you want to, join us, and we can talk about, do a little live stream, talk about how we made this map, and like...
You know what this is? This is our baby. Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I turned off the fog filter. That's okay. We need, we'll turn it off for now so we can see the whole map. Oh, that's glory. So how's New Year's for you so far? Just kind of hanging out.
Just it's really relaxing, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad this is the third New Year's in a row that we've hung out together on Fortnite. So keeping the tradition going.
I thought that wouldn't happen.
Yeah. I was thinking about that today, like, oh no, am I gonna be able to play Fortnite at all? Because I was doing, I had a really short route at Amazon today, but oh, my controller batteries are low. But they kept having me rescue other drivers, so I took like 50 packages from this driver, and then I was done. And they're like, oh, go rescue this other person. So I took like 62 packages from that guy, and I took like 40 packages from another guy. I'm like, when am I gonna go home? And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you're good. Come home. I'm like, okay, thanks. Thanks.
You're good. You're done.
Yeah, you're done for the year. Thanks, guys. This isn't... Oh, I'm thinking I should change my... I don't know, this mummy isn't very New Year's, is it? I don't know, maybe New Beginnings. Taking the wraps off of 2001 or 21. You know what's kind of crazy, though, is as awful as 2020 is, we're still going to be saying that for the next 10 years. Because 2021, 2022, 2023... So we're not done with 2020 until 2030.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to say like 2021 or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
I feel like overall, like, I don't know how I feel about it.
This was probably the roughest year for me. Cause I got, like, my car got broken into, my dad died, my sister almost died, but luckily she was wearing a helmet. She got in real trouble when she fell off a bike doing some, like, a motorbike thing.
Yeah,
And she hit her helmet crazy. Like, I have a blog about that on, oh, someone in the chat just said, is it really your birthday? No, because the last time I did a stream was on my birthday, like a month ago. Oh, let me change that. Whoopsie, New Year's stream.
It could be your birthday. Could be.
Or is it my birthday?
It could be.
Let me change that. Sorry, it's not my birthday today. That was like a month ago.
No, it's not your birthday.
Okay, let's see. I changed the name. Behind the scenes of I'm having issues typing of my custom Fortnite.
Ooh, I kind of want to get this green arrow skin.
Ooh, my friend wants to as well. Oh, hey, we have 5 people watching. What's up, guys? So, Zero's just about to join us. Welcome to the chat, everyone. We've got 5 people. Welcome, my fellow Koopalings, to Yoshi on the Go, my corner of the internet. I'm really excited to bring in a new year. Yeah, Andy, what have you been playing lately? Any new interesting game experiences?
You know, not really, to be honest. It's kind of been basically a little bit of Fortnite here and there. Kind of some Rocket League too.
Ah, Rocket League.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so bummed that we didn't stream the last time we played Rocket League because freaking. We made like 6. How many people did quit? We made like 4 teams quit.
We were doing good.
We were doing really good. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hokage FM says, I don't think 2021 is going to be a better year than 2020. In order for it to be better, things have to change, and nothing has changed. I mean, we have a vaccine now, so that's a pretty. We have several different vaccines. That's a
I know
pretty
for Minnesota,
positive.
the percentage has gone down a lot.
Yeah, that's a good.
It's gone down like 60%.
Yeah, that's good. And my, rest in peace. But my father has already died, so he can't die again. So that's a positive. It's a weird. That's a weird positive, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Norman is getting a little old though, so 2021 might be the year he leaves us. We'll see. I don't know. We shall see.
Oh.
Yeah, let me leave creative really quick. I'm just gonna change into what's New Year's. What's festive. R.I.P.
No,
Pepe
couldn't tell you.
Hands. I don't know what that means.
I'm wearing something that involves 2020 actually.
Ooh.
I'm wearing
Ooh! Wakanda forever. Should I match?
on forever.
I could just default to freaking drift. I mean,
I've always loved Black Panther. I made him my.
That's
made
cool.
him. Before he even.
Oh.
Died, I'm not gonna lie.
Crap! I just deleted my snowdrift preset. I'm so dumb. How does this freaking?
Wow, nice going.
Oh yeah, my friend got me
Nice
snowdrift. I'm so
going.
excited. Let's see.
Oh yeah, the
Load.
Yeah, I saw that.
Why did I do that?
Do you leave creative?
Yeah, sorry. But I'm gonna. Dang it. Well, I'm not gonna remake the preset, but I will switch over to.
Yeah, you are.
To. Okay, fine. Where are you, Drift? Oh, and you know what? I got the Diamond Diva and I got Norman Reedus. I got Daryl Dixon, and I still haven't played as either of them. Oh, what? We got Snowmando too. Oh, for doing the snow challenges. That's cool.
What are this? Oh.
He's holly and he's jolly and he's ready to rumble. Maybe I should be him. No, I can't.
Maybe.
Where's where is he? There's Summer Drift. Got Snowfoot.
Wait, Yoshi, do you have sing along?
Do I have what?
It's in.
Sing along. No, I
didn't.
I don't. No, I don't.
You don't?
Surprisingly, no.
But can't you?
Oh, there he is. Is it in the item shop still? I only have 35 V-Bucks, so I mean.
It's free.
Is it? Oh.
Free. I'm pretty sure you.
Oh,
I
wait.
I gifted it to you already.
Oh my gosh. Andy, you did give it to me. I forgot about that.
Ha! I knew it.
That's what. Okay, so I was thinking. I know. I didn't buy it. So like, no, I don't have it because I didn't buy it. My boy Zero hooked me up. Yes.
Well, cause I had bought it. When it was, cause it came out originally for 200 V-Bucks, and I had bought it for 2 friends, and then it came out the next week for free, and I was like, what the heck?
Ridiculous.
So I just kind of gifted it to everyone that
That's dope.
I could, cause I felt cool.
That's pretty
Cool
cool.
gift.
All right. Well, let's see. Sing along. What color is that? Is that blue?
It's green.
Okay, I'll add that to my second slot. Sing along. Where are you?
Boom, 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 boom,
Oh, I might not have it. Where are you? There's too many things. Ugh.
Well, it says you already own it, so I know
Okay.
that you own it.
Yeah, I do. Because you got it for me. Thanks, man. Okay, so you have your own custom backbling, don't you?
Renegade.
Frosty Fox. Ice Kitsune, obviously. Oh, yeah. Look at that. And then we've got our custom ice things.
Let him read.
Rift edges. Okay, pretty good. Now save that to Snowdrift. Alright. Okay, now we can do creative. Alright. Hey, we're both 37. What?
Let's go.
You streaming on your Xbox? Yes. Well, I'm streaming on my computer. I'm streaming from my capture card. Oh, whoops. Launch. My bad. All right. All right. So yeah, I guess there's a few we can. Yeah, Zero and I can walk you through our map because we've never really done a tutorial, have we? And then I need to make a few changes. I've got my fancy list of things that I need to change, or whatever, change, update, etc. So we'll just jump right into the creatives. Let's see. What? Oh. Whoa, that's a cool sword.
It's traversal too.
Oh, what? Let's go caroling.
Oh yeah, I love this sword. It came with this bundle.
That's sick. Oh, is it the skeleton guys thing?
No, it might be, honestly. It's either his or Captain Marvel's. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just bought it for. I bought the pack just for Black Panther. I didn't.
Yeah.
Any of the other ones.
All right. Well, here we are.
Actually.
I remember the very first day this came out, this emote, work it out, in the Fortnite shop. I think it was season 5 or season 6 from last chapter, and right then I knew I needed this for the rest of my life. Anyways, all right. So yeah, this is the starting area. Obviously, you can see, gives you a little background. You've been camping and zombies have invaded the city. Now you must loot to survive. Welcome to chapter 1, baby. And this actually came late in the game because originally the map we were supposed to. I just wanted to auto start, but then I think Andy, you were like, "Oh no, that's terrible. We need to have an area where we can wait for friends."
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point because sometimes, like you saw here, I loaded like 5 seconds faster than Zero here, and so sometimes even if you're just like a couple seconds behind, it ruins like the whole game, and then you all have to start over." So all of the chapters, or so far chapter 1, 2, and 3, they all have this little starting area, and so that way you can wait, and when you're all 4 of you are together, then you can just go for it. But yeah,
I can't leave. I can't leave.
this map though. So this is actually, we're kind of on the back side of the map. We'll
I can't leave. I can't leave.
click and hold the right stick, or is it the left stick? Yeah, if you click and hold the left stick, that lets you move through stuff. But you have to be flying.
I don't have edits. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Man.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's why. Okay, now you can.
There we go.
That was weird.
All right.
My apologies. But yeah, so this is actually the northwest corner. You can see where, yeah, right over there. But let's go to where it all began. So I picked this map specifically because it has all these really cool hills and valleys and peaks and things. Because in a typical Left 4 Dead map, they really like jam pack those maps filled with stuff, and having all of these hills was an easy way to get more out of the map. And so I knew that I wanted to end at the top here. And if you take all the buildings off, you can see this map just has a really nice and easy path, like all the way around down here through this valley. And so at the very end of this valley, actually right where this guy is right here, this is where the very first starting point was. And so this is where the map used to start, was towards the end. And so that's when like all of this stuff, all that you see here, all of this, the cul-de-sac, this little suburban city or whatever. This was just empty. This was all just grass and nothing. Cause see, so at first I just needed to make sure the game worked, and then once I knew the game works, then we can go from there and fill out the rest of the map. And if I recall, we used to be able to just like press a button and then we would win or something, but then for some reason that stopped working, so then we put coins in there. Do you remember anything about that? This was this is way back in like February. We started this map like in February or January.
So long ago.
So this was a year ago that we started this, way before Corona was even a thing. Like we heard,
it was
Wuhan. But...
Yeah, I think it was just very inconsistent where sometimes it would work and then other times it would end before we wanted it to end.
Yeah.
I think it was where we would kill enough monsters where it would make us win.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't want that because then we wouldn't even get to a chance to get to the end.
Yeah, so there's all these like game settings that we're just tweaking things one at a time to figure out like what does this do? What does this do? So it's kind of exhausting because this is at least for me, this was my first real like serious creative map.
This was definitely mine too.
For you too, yeah. So we learned, there's a lot of learning involved, a lot of trial and error. But yeah, originally we just had like 4 spawn points.
Well, and this is when creative was kind of like newer too, where
yeah, well it was a year, so a year ago, so it still had a lot of tools that even today we don't really have. But once I actually played around and looked at some of the settings, I thought to myself like, oh my gosh, like we're never going to get a Left 4 Dead 3, so I'll just make my own maps in Fortnite because I can do that now. Yeah, that's where it was born. Yeah, wow. So the first thing that we built together, I think, was just this whole neighborhood, wasn't it?
Yeah. Which was very tedious.
I didn't really... Well, it was tedious at first because we just had a bunch of, like, walls. Like, just the... Let's see. You can go in galleries. I didn't realize what prefabs were. So in the galleries tab, there's all these, like, Castle Gallery C. And so we had all these, like, walls and stuff just... out there. We copied and pasted them one at a time, and that's what I was doing with this first house right here at the end. And then Zero, you're like, we have prefabs, right? And I was like, huh? What? What is that? And then within like 2 minutes you just go plop 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 and throw down like 4 houses, and I'm just like, oh my, what? How did I not know about this? I'm so dumb. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. But yeah, so it's interesting because I guess, at least in my mind's eye, I needed to work backwards. So I knew that going back to the helicopter, I knew that I put this building here. I knew we needed to end up there. And then the next challenge is, well, if the building's right here, there's this whole area right here with like this store and then these trees back here that they're just totally going to skip. Because when they're down here, they're not going to go that way. They're just going to go straight to the building. And so then I added this bookstore. Oh, this was also a prefab. This is after you introduced prefabs. So I threw this down, and then I moved some of the trees out of the way. And we built this tunnel. And, yep. Where was I going with this? I don't know. But actually, Zero, I think you were the ones to put walls on this. And at first, at the beginning, it was just like a bunch of default walls.
Yeah, it was just wood walls with windows in them.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me delete these really quick. And I never told you this, but at first I was like, I hate it. Get rid of it. Like, this is the worst idea.
Well,
but then, after we both played through it, I'm like, oh yeah, we need a tunnel. That's perfect.
Well, and my thought process with the tunnel was sometimes it's hard to know where you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
And it guides them through.
And there's only one option, is forward.
Yeah.
And then we go up here.
Well, and with the brick walls, it was better because then those wood walls for some reason take up more space than brick walls.
Right. Yeah. So what we learned.
Running out of space fairly quickly.
Yeah. So each default wall costs 20 memory units or whatever, whereas each of these units. Oh, hang on. Each of these units. Oh, whoops. That's okay. Costs like 3 or 4. So yeah, I can copy and paste it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was huge when we remade all of the default assets and we looked through all the galleries to find something equivalent. We got back like a third of the map, like in terms of memory. You can see up in the top middle
Yeah.
corner here, on the YouTube stream. So right now, I have my UI turned really, really small, so it's hard to see. Even on my giant 4K TV, I'm just like, what does that say? But it looks like, what, 91,000? What is that memory? Out of 100,000? Can you see that on yours?
87, 87,
87.
83,
So 87,000.
87,000.
That's
Yeah.
pretty impressive. But yeah, after we finished everything, we went through and like these stairs over here were just default stairs, and then like the checkpoints. What checkpoints? Like these checkpoints were all default. And so then we remade all of them, and all of the stairs, and like this bridge over here, and all of the floors and all the walls. We just found an equivalent, and we got like more than a third of the materials back, so we could keep building. That like blew my mind. Like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. And another thing was these campfires were terrible to try and figure out how to keep them on during game.
Yeah.
They would work in this, like in the creative
In
part.
creative.
When we started the game, they would not.
But then yeah, they would always go out.
Yeah.
And I don't really. What did we do to keep them on? I don't remember.
No, I think you did that.
I kept doing something, and then it just worked, and it was like, don't touch it, it works.
Yeah, don't touch anything.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ugh. So yeah, campfires were really important. Let's see. Oh, okay. So anyways, so I knew that working backwards, that's kind of what we did, is we worked backwards. So we added this building right here, and give you some options. You could totally skip this if you want to, but if you go exploring, you might find something pretty good, which is the general
That was
mantra.
That was the thing was yeah, we were hoping that people would.
We made it
Kinda go out of their
possible,
way to
so
find.
like if you run straight through the map, you can still win and you can have a good time. But if you slow down a little bit and kind of look around, you'll find better guns and better weapons and more health and things like that, and you'll have an even better time, which is kind of how Left 4 Dead works a little bit. So after we had that figured out, this hedge maze was super different. We started work on this cute little cul-de-sac. So cute. So actually, we built the street first, because I wasn't quite sure how big or what we wanted to do. And then when I realized we kind of made it too big, so I made it so that the backyard, we would come and loop around in the backyard. And then I built the hedge maze, and this is actually hedge maze 2.0. The original, that's another thing, is the hedge maze used so many materials, because originally,
Yeah.
see if we copy this and then if we reset it, you can see it's a lot smaller and stouter. And I didn't realize that you could, let's turn off snapping really quick. So in comparison, whoops, you can see how much bigger it is. So one problem is that I didn't know how to align things, and so I was like guessing, and so it just looked crappy. But then the other thing is that I was using a whole bunch of them to stack on top of each other. I didn't realize you could like stretch it out, like up and over. And so when I realized that, I think it was well after we started chapter 2, and then I realized, I need to remake this because this is like not acceptable. And I ended up saving so much space that we have a few extra secrets in this maze, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so we started with this guy, and so I was thinking, okay, we're gonna come down, and then now what? And so obviously you see a lot of these, like we've got these hedges here, and then we've got these gates here, and this invisible barrier here. So there were still some kind of walls that we had to put up to make it feel open, but they still kind of forced you to go in a particular way. and that's just to utilize the most of the map. And as you can see, like just looking at the map view, like every single square inch basically of this map is utilized, which is which is why I think this is probably my favorite map, just because it's fully used. If we take a look at chapter 2, which we can later on, you see that like half of the map is empty because we ran out of materials. Oh, it's kind of funny.
I feel like we just I feel like we put a lot more dedicated, because I know
A lot,
I got
yeah,
kind of bored after this one,
a
just 'cause
little
I feel like it
little burned out.
wasn't doing as good
Hmm.
as this one was, and I just felt like it wasn't there for me.
Yeah, well, and the thing is we both had a pretty good idea of what we wanted to do, and like I knew I
Well, yeah,
wanted to do more, but starting with chapter 2, because I used the flat map, I was just like, oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. There's too much to think or to consider. But yeah, as a result, because we have all this extra geometry, we get all that materials back, and then that lets us be a lot more detail oriented. So we can focus on like just the little itty bitty details, like this cute little campfire. We've got like apples in the tents and stuff, and mushrooms everywhere, and we don't really have that level of detail in the chapter 2 or chapter 3.
And well, one thing I thought was cool for me is building this without even ever really playing the game or knowing what it's about. I just kind of went off of what you were doing at first, and then kind of saw the style and what
Hmm.
what this was all about. So it was kind of cool in that aspect as well.
Yeah, just igniting that curiosity.
Yeah.
That's cool. But yeah, after we had this, then I knew we had this huge open section here, and so in my mind I kind of divided it up into different sections. So we have like this wilderness area, then we have like the house area, and then we have the mountain area. And so at the beginning we didn't really have a clear path of where to start and where to end, and I wasn't that was still pretty open ended. We played around with a couple different paths, I think, but then eventually I'm like, oh no, this has to be the way. And then if we come down come down the street this way, then that means we have to end up over here with the wilderness. So somehow we have to end up this way, which means we probably have to start over here on the south side, or on the west side, I guess. But eventually we decided this was like this little ranger station right here was the like the last blank spot. And so we're just like, well, I guess we're starting here. Oh, Happy New Year. Froppy NDL. Yes, Happy New Year.
Oh shoot.
Uh-oh.
Got 8 minutes.
Do you have to... Oh, 8 minutes for you? Oh, it's 10:52. Oh, I still have an hour, 8 minutes. Ooh,
8
how
minutes.
exciting. But yeah,
8 minutes.
so I guess that's... Who put the giant sky beam? Was that you, Andy? You put the giant, like, light beam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beacon.
The
Yeah,
beacon.
I
So,
realized that could, yeah.
I mean, we could make it smaller, but now, we just got to keep it. So, okay, so we start here. And then, ideally, with the thought process is that, well, there's a building right there, so hopefully they'll go inside and explore. And so far, every time I've played it with new people, the first thing they do is to go explore, which is awesome. But when they step out here, hopefully they see this huge sky beam, and what that does, whether you see it, whether you know you see it or not, it's kind of there in your peripheral vision, and you're always working towards it. So no matter where you are on the map, that's another thing that sets this apart from chapter 2 and 3, is that we have a clear ending and we have a clear path. Like, that's where we need to go. How do we do that? Oh, we come over here, and that's a dead end. Oh, so we come over here, and oh look, we can keep going this way. And another thing, if you notice, this is a design philosophy that Valve uses. I've seen several like behind the scenes for how they design like Portal and Portal 2 and Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, is that they have these really subtle cues. And in most cases, like for Left 4 Dead, they use lights or the water flow of a direction. Oh, what just happened?
I just left on accident.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll be back.
all right.
I'll be back.
Come back. So if you don't know where to go, you can see, hopefully, and normally the map is a lot darker than this, but you see this light, and so then you come to this light like, oh, what's over here? And then you see this light, like brute spawners, and there's this campfire. And so if you don't know where to go, if you just look around a little bit, you see a light source somewhere off in the distance, and that's kind of your cue as to where you need to go next, which is kind of cool. So there's this lamp here, that's the next light cue. And then, well, you're stuck in this corner, there's nowhere to go but around. And so then we'll follow this. We've got another lamp lighting the way, some overturned cars. And although the cars, the lights being on the cars is kind of 50-50. It'll be on or it won't be. Yeah. And so we use that. Once we had a rough idea of the path that we wanted to take, we used lights to kind of subtly tell players, this is where you go, in case it isn't obvious. But like you can see here, we've got this line of buses and RVs, and then like we've got these other actually indestructible fences and some other things. So it's open in the sense that like I can see through these fences and I can see much later parts of the map, but then it's also carefully, we took some care to make it easy enough to find your way, but not too claustrophobic that like it feels uncomfortable, like, oh, I guess we have to go here because it's a very narrow hallway. But then like we see like this series of fence right here is open up, which lets you peer all the way to through the wilderness. What's funny is that I'm just remembering this now. Before we had this giant hedge, we actually just had an invisible wall, and so that was irritated. I don't know if it irritated, but it confused a lot of people because they would just see, there wouldn't be a bush here, and so they would just try to walk through, and they're like, hey, why can't I walk through here? Like, this is obviously where we want where we want to go. And so the easy solution was we just made that barrier black, and so for a while there's just a black barrier, like,
oh yeah, there's just an invisible barrier.
Yeah, the whole length here.
Everyone would just try and walk straight. And
so they'd be like, why can't we go this way?
Because
they want to come to this. Yeah, you remember that they want to come to this wilderness area, and I don't know why it took us so long to figure out like to just put hedges here, but like it took us a long time to figure out that problem. And that's the interesting thing, is that Andy and I, like, we're just two people, so we have like our idea of how this map should be. But then when we play it with new friends, or not new friends, but when we play with friends and it's new to them and they're playing it for the first time, we're just like, our minds are constantly being like exploded, like, because they find ways to hop over the fences, they find ways to break the map, they find ways to fall off the map, and all these other things. Like, I'm just, how, what?
Yeah, I remember there was literally one day where we had set just for them to find any way they could to like break the map in a sense.
There's like 12 or 13 or 14 like new things that like we'd been playing this game for hours, like 10 hours at least, 12 hours, 15 hours. Like, we put a lot of time in this map.
I remember there was nights where we would be up just trying to fix.
We were just trying to fix constantly. Break. So one thing that blew my mind, I think, a lot of these fences over here, people would find a way, like they would jump on this fence, and then there's a bush that was slightly taller, then they jump on that bush, and then that would be just tall enough to hop this fence right here, and then they'd skip half the map. And they'd be like, oh, I can't get back over, this map sucks. And I'm just like, it doesn't suck, you just found a way to break it. That's a weird little thing. And so this fence line in particular was really hard to figure out how to prevent people. Oh, so like right here, you can see there's a tree in the way.
Yeah.
Because people, if you're on this fence, you can just hop right on. And so I put that tree there. But then they found like 6 other spots that you can hop the fence. And I'm just like mind blown. Another thing is this quarantine fence, which was added a little bit later. City under quarantine, no admittance. One thing I hadn't considered, and I don't even know why, is
city under quarantine.
Again, this is before COVID, so just before quarantine. So just this is so 2020.
This was never our intent. This was never our intent.
But so one of our friends, Caleb, he like. No one fixed this, or no one thought of this, but it's just pretty obvious to me that you're here to hop the fence, then you hop the fence, and then the fence has been hopped and you move on. But Caleb, he freaking like, oh, well, what's on the other end of this fence? And so he walked like all the way to the end of the fence, and he found all of these ways to like hop into the hedge maze early and all these other things. I'm just like, Caleb, you're a genius. I really hate you right now, but I also love you for finding these weird glitches. And so we had to completely change. So like we added this cube here for an invisible barrier, which makes it impossible to get by. Um, so yeah, in the game you just see this empty space, and you're like, what is that? It's a barrier to prevent you from hopping the fence. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so once we had so we had this wilderness section down. Our first barrier was well, we had this invisible barrier right here where this hedge is to take you around the corner here. And then
Happy New Year, Yoshi.
oh, is it Happy New Year for you? It's 11 p.m.
It's
for
Happy
me
New
and
Year.
12.
It's Happy New Year for me.
What are you doing? All this time travel stuff, all these time travel shenanigans. You're a year ahead of me. What the heck?
I'm a year ahead.
It's amazing. Oh, well, Happy New Year, Andy. It's always
Thanks, buddy.
it's always fun. Yeah, we should let's do a little New Year's dance. Bum. Only my most favorite dance ever.
Wait, I gotta find my most favorite dance ever.
At the
It's kind of embarrassing that it's not on my scroll wheel.
is that the saxophone one?
Ah, you do yours.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, Ice Blue 615. Hi, man. What you do is amazing. Thanks. I appreciate that, Ice. Heck yeah. All right. What other secrets? Oh,
Alright, no,
it's
not weird.
it's not really secrets, I
It's not
guess,
even-
but yeah, so then all of these fences, we kind of had to figure out a way to like make use of the space without feeling too like claustrophobic. I was talking about this earlier. And so we kind of just did like a little S, or anyone who's ever been to an amusement park line, like you know how they put up the gates and the chains, and then you kind of snake this way, but then they can like move the chains to make it shorter or longer, and it kind of changes up the pattern. So that's kind of what we did. But you can see here, let's see how high I can get. So we can see here for a little bit, it kind of snakes around this way, then goes that way, then it goes into the house, and then we rummage in the house for a little bit, and then it comes out again, and then the whole wilderness area just totally opens up. So it's there's only one way, you can only go forward, but then there's this huge wide open area, which is the first real like open, I guess, area, which is kind of fun, and that's where we have our first like real boss zombie threat. Look at all these spawn points. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spawners in this area.
This really brings into what we were trying to do, which was make everyone kind of share the things that they get.
Oh yeah.
'Cause we made it a point to put like not as much stuff in the chest for
Yeah, and we
4 people. We did where
yeah, we
you
tried
kinda
to
share.
spread it out. Well, and then remember at first we had 4 chests
yeah.
in this first room. Oh, this should be here. Good. So at first we had 4 chests, one for everyone, with the thought that, oh, that makes it easier to share. And several people have brought that up, like, well, why don't you just do 4 chests? But what we discovered is that the first person gets there, just opens everything and takes it all anyways. So it's just like, ugh. So that's more work for us. That gets the same result as if we didn't do that work in the first place. So sharing is caring. Yes. So that's a huge part. That's a lot of, especially the like younger kids, like if you're like 13 or younger, like my nieces and nephews and cousins that played this, what they struggled with, not so much with the sharing, like they understand the concept of sharing, but Fortnite is so much more like competitive that for younger people, I discovered it's hard for them to wrap around like, oh, you take only part of the bullets, and then you have to share with your teammates. Like what? What? I don't get that. That's not what you do in Fortnite. But yeah, we had to. Cooperation is super important with this custom map. So Left 4 Death, you can do it by yourself. It's super hard. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not very fun, I don't think. But once you get 2 people, once you get 3 people, once it's you and 3 friends, 4 people total, then it's super fun. But if one person has 1,000 bullets and everyone else has like 10 bullets, then it's not fun. So you just got to remember to share.
The lives. I forgot that they have multiple lives.
Yeah, originally it was 2 lives, but people kept just dying in the most dumb, idiotic ways possible.
They would fall off the map immediately, and you can't save them.
My gosh.
You can't save them like that, so that's immediately 1 life down, and then they would get knocked by a zombie, and then they would be done, and then...
So that's another thing that we worked really hard to do. So like we've got this barrier right here that you can see. Let me turn it on really quick. So this is a huge barrier right here. So obviously there's a few holes.
At first when people would come in, they would be on these pads over here, and they would
goof off and jump off.
Yeah, and accidentally jump off, and then they would...
And then boom, they're dead.
And before it even starts, they would be dead.
Oh.
That's 1 life down.
Cool. Thanks, Ice Blue. That's pretty fun. So Ice Blue says, by the way, I'm seeing you with some friends in Discord. Heck yeah. Oh.
Let's go.
Actually, yeah, I do have a Discord, Yoshi on the Go, plus some random numbers. But yeah, so, sorry. But yeah, so people were just like, I don't know why, who kept, let me think. So this first secret area right here, who was it? I don't know if it was with you, Andy, but, because there's this little rock right here, but someone kept jumping off. Like so many people would die at this point of the secret, because they jump over here thinking, oh no, I can't go on top of it. I have to go around it. So then they jump off and fall to their death.
Oh yes.
So we put a barrier here. But yeah, the point, like I want there to be a challenge, but I don't want it to be like so hard, or like we didn't want it to be so hard where people are worrying about falling off. And so there are some key points, like right here was at the ranger station. This is where we get our first orange zombies. Which are challenging. A lot of people would fall off here because you're running around shooting, and then you have to turn and run, because when you're running backwards, they can catch up to you. And a lot of people would be shooting backwards, and then whoops, I'm dead.
I think I even did that once. I'm not gonna...
Yeah, and I've done that once or twice too. So so you can still fall off the map and like die and stuff. Like so, like down here, you can totally fall off the map.
What is that?
And then here, there's just a straight up death box. Like if you fall off anywhere here. Oh.
Someone just shoot? Someone just kill someone?
Uh-oh. Is there a gun? You heard a gunshot like outside? Is that maybe just a firework?
Firearm.
There haven't been any fireworks, well, official fireworks, I guess, in Salt Lake.
I feel like it would be kind of useless to just firework once and then be done.
Yeah. Oh, remember that one time we were playing and someone was like shooting a gun or whatever in like the lumber yard next to your house?
Yes.
I remember that.
Out there. I don't even know what happened to him.
That was spooky. Like I didn't hear the gunshot, but like I could hear
he was just
like your voice, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
Outside.
Yeah, super random. So that's another thing we did. Let me know if you hear any more gunshots. But there's a lot of people a lot of our friends would rage quit because they would just fall off the edges. And so we're like, okay, we gotta fix that. So it's not like foolproof. Oh, I keep falling off the map. Okay, let's not do that. So it's not foolproof, but some of these key points that can get really hectic and crazy, in fact, we did put some barriers. Oh, we never put a barrier. Oh, whoopsie. We never did put a barrier on this side. Oh man, but this corner where we have the wall of zombies.
This was, I feel like, the best part.
Oh, it was. Well, and see, this was before that you could. Oh, we got more people in the chat. Welcome to the live stream. My fellow Koopalings, we're checking out my chapter 1 zombie map that I made with my friend here, Zero. And yeah. But yeah, also, I don't know if you noticed this, but they nerfed the thing. So before, back in January a year ago, you could just keep throwing the bottle rockets, and the frame rate would drop a little bit, but it was so hilarious, and it was super fun. Like, it was a ton of fun.
That was the fun.
This is
part.
this is the best part. And I just did this because I didn't know how to like slow people down, because a lot of people would just run up and keep going and leave other people behind. And so I wanted a way to kind of like hold people back so the whole team would regroup and then they all attack it together. But then like midsummer, they nerfed it so that you could only throw 3 at once. And then I actually just played through this a couple weeks, like last week with my friend Jason. And what I discovered is that there can only be 3 bottle rockets at a time. So if I throw down 3 and then your friend throws down 1, the first one that you throw down disappears, even if it's not done yet. And that's not nearly as fun. Like, what the heck, Epic? Come on, bring back the bottle rockets. I don't want to cap. Ah, man, so good. Dun dun dun. But yeah, that's that. What else can we talk about? Oh yeah, this hedge maze was actually pretty late in the game. Now if you look at my chapter 1 trailer that I have on my channel, oh, Happy New Year. I wish you luck for this 2021. Thank you, Esteban. Appreciate that. Love it. But yeah, so you can take a look at the original hedge maze. You can see it for just a split second as I do a flyover. That's the only like photographic evidence I have of the last hedge maze. But there's just this huge empty space here, and I couldn't think of what to do with it. But then hedge maze popped into my head, so that's what I did. Yeah, turned out really well. Yeah, so again, there's like a light. You can see that light down at the end, and then there's that light down at the end. And so obviously, oh, the light beckons. We got to go towards the light. And where does this take us? And this cake area, this little picnic barbecue area is new. This is one of the new areas that we didn't have in the last hedge maze, because I saved so much space by using less of the bushes that I had a lot of space and like had to fill it somehow. Anyways, oh yeah, I don't want to show all the secrets. But that hedge maze was fun. And of course,
I like the you can pick and choose a way to go. You can skip the hedge maze if you really want to.
Yeah, that's right. So that was one. You can go the easy way, which you just go directly to the checkpoint, or you can go the fun way, fight a few zombies. Which, by the way, this brute spawner right here hasn't worked since like, I don't even know. I don't even remember when the last time it worked.
Which one?
Oh, this one that I just deleted. Let's
yeah.
Cuz it just kind of stopped working, and then we never figured out how to fix it.
We could just stand here and they would never really show up. I remember that.
Welcome, chat. Wow, so many people. 8 people. What? That's crazy. Let's see. Devices? It's a device, right? Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
All right.
That was another thing, figuring out which kind, because there was a lot of varieties of zombies, and we didn't know which ones to put where and how many to put. Like the gas ones. The gas ones were. Those ones were frustrating to.
Yeah. Oh, and that reminds me. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because when we put the zombie here, you see there's like this white circle, this radius, and so I think that's the radius that you trigger the zombies.
Yeah,
but yeah, you can see all of these white circles all over the map. That's if you step in when you're playing in the game, you don't actually see that, but when you cross that boundary, that's what triggers the zombie spawns. And I remember a lot of troubleshooting was like a lot of these spawners actually would trigger beyond where they're supposed to, and so we'd be getting all of these zombies like where are these guys coming from? We destroyed all of the spawners. I am so confused. Where are they coming from? That took a lot of time to figure out. Like, oh yeah, you can change the radius of the spawner and make it smaller. And so we had to do that a lot to customize, because we found out that also kind of ruined the flow of the game, because if this earlier spawner, like right here, spawns so many zombies, there's like a limit to how many can spawn at any given time, then that limits how many these earlier spawners can spawn. And it completely changes the game flow, because there's a lot less zombies that are spawning than they're supposed to, basically. Oh, hang on one second. Castronium, that's a cool name. Hey bro, new sub, your map is amazing. I come from my Fiend Ice Blue. I don't know what that means, but thanks, man. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, oh man, that was really headachy. I was ready to rage quit like so many times, because all these zombies are spawning when they're not supposed to, and I just couldn't figure out why. And then once we figured it out, I was just like, I feel so stupid. Oh, hey Jason, question. Jason? Got my friend in the other room. I'll be right back, 1 second. All right, well, never mind. He passed out on the couch. But yeah, hey, Zero, come here. My friend. I don't know if I should reveal this on the stream, but
Oh no. Oh, no.
Anyways.
Oh, why would you do something like that?
My friend Jason found that.
That was my finest work.
Wait, you did that?
That was my finest work, man.
I didn't even know you did that. What? That's amazing.
That was my finest work. I hid this llama up here.
Yeah, I know. But they're supposed to find it this way, remember, with the rock?
Oh yeah, this is what I put.
Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be, but then my friend just like he heard the llama.
Wait, this wasn't this
wasn't
really?
Yeah, no, this wasn't
supposed.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, so that's a new discovery. I just learned about that.
Discovery.
But so
Shoot.
go and play the map, and
escalators instead of stairs.
right. Go ahead and play the map, and you can jump on this car at the gas station and see what happens, but we're not gonna tell you. But yeah, see, so that's that car and this lamppost. So this light is just to be here to guide you. Like, oh, you see the light, you go towards the light. That's a subconscious way of leading you to where you're supposed to be. And then this car just happening to be in jumping distance, like that's an accident that nobody found until a week ago. when my friend Jason played it for the first time.
Most times.
Oh my goodness.
Find that llama. Most of the time, I would grab it because they would be gone, and I just wanted.
Yeah, I would backtrack. But Jason was the first person ever, when at least playing with me, to actually find that secret.
He was. Crazy. I think he was the first person ever to actually find it without us assisting.
Mm-hmm. So that pleased me. That's another thing that's super rewarding about making maps, is that when you put a secret in there that nobody can find, and then finally someone finds it and they're like, oh, that's really cool, and you're like, yes. 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 It feels so good. Feels so good.
Really?
Let's see. Okay, there is a problem. Let's see. Street zombies spawn while in the first house. Okay, so this is the first house. Oh. Is this a brute spawner? Need to change the radius of this. Activation range, 4 tiles? What does 3 tiles do? We'll try 3 tiles. So that shouldn't be spawning. And then what is this? Activation range 5 tiles? We could try 4 tiles maybe? So that's one issue that I keep. Okay, that might be okay. Let's see. Fix bush covering cars. What? Oh, and then this bush got deleted accidentally. Oh, and you know, this sign was kind of kind of added later on too, I think, if I remember correctly. So we put this whole fence here. So we're coming in from the graveyard, right? But then I couldn't figure out a way to how do we proceed? So I put the wall all the way there, and then we put the cars at the end here. So eventually, like if you keep searching around, eventually you'll find it. But what we discovered was that people were kind of getting frustrated because they couldn't find the cars, and I'm like, did you go to every corner of this area? They're like, yeah, I searched everywhere. Like, did you though? I have to be nice about it, but also, I think you missed something. And so we put that sign in there a little bit later. After our first few playtests, I put the sign in there like, city under quarantine, no admittance. Fence hoppers, wink, wink, subject to law, wink, wink, don't hop the fence, wink, wink. Oh, I guess we have to find a way to hop the fence. And then that actually made it a lot more fun because then people are looking specifically at the fence and they're looking for ways to get over.
I think one of the friends actually found a way to jump on top of this sign and get over it.
Oh,
If
yeah. I remember that. That was before, so you can see it's black now. So if you change it to the style, let's see. Oh, outline. Let me think. What do you do? Oh, if you change it to, show border on, and you change it to that, then it gets a border which lets you be able to hop onto it.
I think it pulled out.
Originally it was pulled out a little bit, and then it was a little bit smaller, so it was short enough to jump onto. Yeah, that was just like, dang it. But yeah, so we pushed it back in, and then we changed it. We took off the border. Let's see, where's the border? Am I blind? Oh, right there. Okay. But yeah, and see, that's another thing that like we're just unfamiliar with, like the Fortnite engine or whatever. And so the more we play around with these things, the more like nuanced little tricks that Zero and I pick up and learn. And when we learn some of those things, then it totally changes everything. And then we have to go back and change it. And then the map is just so much better because of those little tweaks and those little secrets that we learned about how some of these items work and that you can tweak them and stuff. Lots of fun. Let's see, what else needs changing? Second boss fight, less zombies and more explosives in the chest. Oh, okay. So there's a second boss over here that has a ton of zombies, and it's kind of crazy. So I guess less, which is crazy because I already made it a lot less. Oh, that's the coin. Red Brute, 9? Only 9 spawn. Guess we can try 8. Okay, yeah, this was a particular point of frustration. A lot of people died because so many brutes spawn, and they're hard to take down. Like, seriously. Do you know a little Spanish? Un pequeño, sure, yeah, see? I know very little Spanish. But yeah, so once, this is actually for the campfire update. So if you go and watch the campfire update trailer, this is one of the big changes. Is I tweaked this. It used to be like 20 zombies, and so we changed it to 9. And people kept dying, and so I made a spawn point right here, right before the the big boss battle, and so hopefully it's obvious that this checkpoint here. So let's see what's in here. Campfire, some explosives, some fish. All right, we need more explosives apparently. So let's see. Let's get some campfires in there. Where's the campfire? Oh, would that be a device? Device, yes. So 1 campfire. Oh, add to chest. And then we'll give you some fishies. Oh wait. And then explosives. That should be enough, right? I don't know. Uh-oh, it disappeared. Where did it go? Oh. Temporary... Oh, what? Oh, are are you putting that in the thing? That's weird. It's like totally disappearing. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, and I guess we should bring up the difference between chests and llamas, because we've got a lot of llamas and we've got a lot of chests too. But it should be pretty straightforward. Llamas are rare, right? So like when you're playing Battle Royale, the llamas don't appear very often, right? They're super rare, and they're like, oh, that's a big deal. And so I wanted to carry that forward with basically the chests are things that you'd normally find like on your regular path. And then for all the secrets, we put those secrets in llamas because they're like a reward. Like, oh, you went off the beaten path. You went exploring in this one area that most people wouldn't go exploring. And as a result, oh, look, there's a llama filled with something amazing. So we haven't seen too many llamas yet. But another thing with the campfire update, since I'm thinking about it. So originally, let me think about this. Okay, so let me back up a little bit. So we see this whole huge, like this northern part of the camp area starts basically, okay, so the last checkpoint originally was right here at the graveyard. So we step on these checkpoints and then it's a checkpoint. But then you go through like the graveyard, you go through this beginning area, then you hop the fence, and then there's this whole huge, super open area in the suburbs. And then you come around here, and then you come around here to the boss area, and then you die, and then you have to go through all of that over again. One thing that was fascinating to me and a little annoying is that a lot of people that did die, so they'd immediately respawn all the way back here in the graveyard. But for some reason, even though, as you can see right there, they're facing forward, for some reason, and this is a made-up stat, but like half of them would turn around and go back through this way, even though they'd clearly already been there. They'd be like, so they'd see, you know, you can see your teammate's shadows through you know, walls and stuff, but they'd go literally backtrack all the way here through the forest to the beginning. They'd go through the house, and all the way to this point right here. And then they'd get stuck because they can't go further. And they're like, how do I get past here? And I'm just like, I don't understand how you can backtrack all of that. And like, I know it's your first time or your second time or whatever. But so for the campfire update, we've got that graveyard. We've got these two graveyard checkpoints. But then once we've hopped the fence right here, we've got another checkpoint right here. So then no matter what, if you die, you'll always spawn on the right side of the fence because you can't hop over and go back and backtrack that way. So the only way forward is forward. But that's another funny thing that, it's not really funny, it was really frustrating. But so we added a ton of checkpoints, and then what I realized is that, well, actually this boss zone is super hard, and it is kind of frustrating to run through this whole area again. So then last minute, I made this extra checkpoint right here. And this is actually, this square right here is where we have the campfire in the trailer for the campfire update. And yeah, anyways. Making games is fun and really hard. Alright, so I just made a note because I played through with my friend. So we had one less boss zombie. We added more explosives into that chest. So let me just delete that from my iPad. Dun, 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 dun. Get rid of that. Let's see. Extend barrier on the north side. And we are on the south side.
My eyes enjoyed making this map.
What's that?
My eyes enjoyed making this map. I remember how many times I would go to bed with my eyes absolutely burning from
oh yeah,
staring at the screen for.
Yeah. Man, like,
I remember there was a couple times where I made you turn off the fog just so I could see normal colors.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's another thing is that sometimes just the creative mode itself is glitched. So like, let me turn the fog back on really quick. I have it turned off for now. But what I realized is, let's see, where's the fog? Fog thickness 50%. So I can make it like, wait, is 20% more or less? Oh, that's way less. Okay. So right now it's at 50. But originally, like I kept moving it up. So like, here's 90%. That is so thick.
Anything.
But you know what's really crazy
anything.
is originally when I did that, at least on my Xbox, I could still see all the way to the other side of the map, even with like 80%. So this is a little crazy. So maybe 60, maybe 70% for the final, because we want a little bit of spooky, mystery or whatever.
Yeah.
But let's see. Oh, let's see. When you say all the way, that reminds me of Jacksepticeye. Heck yeah, I'll take it.
All the way.
Epic. Let's see, Mr. G. How long did it take you to make the map, my man? So chapter 1, we started in January last year, and then whenever I made the trailer, if you look on my YouTube channel, Yoshi on the Go, just search for Left for Death, DEATH, Left for Death Chapter 1 trailer. Whenever that was posted, like that week was the week we finished it, basically. Well, it was playable from start to finish, like in January, but I didn't publish it with the island code and everything until whenever, the week that Zero and I made the trailer. So let me look that up really quick. Let me check the good old YouTubes super quick. Just getting a lot of Left 4 Dead. Hang on one second. Left 4 Death trailer. Oh. Showing results for Left 4 Dead. Did you mean Left 4 Death? Yes. So I named it Left 4 Death with a TH to avoid copyright issues, because it's based off of the video game Left 4 Dead, which is my favorite 360 game of all time. All right. So 9 months ago, 1,000 views. Look at that. It's amazing. When did I post it? Published March 17th. Okay. So it took us about 3 months for the initial time span. It took us about 3 months from the very beginning to when we published it. But then ever since March, because that's right when everything shut down. And so ever since then, like, we've been constantly making updates, because we keep playing this with new people for the first time, and they find things and they have suggestions like, why is it this way? Like, you should be this way instead. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, let's make that change. And so even just right now, so I just made a few changes in this live stream. Yeah, if we go back to the Creative Hub, I can show you, like, this is like the 11th version, I think, of the map that I published. But let me go back to my notes super quick. So you can see just from my notes, like, I have a huge laundry list of notes. Like, look at all those. That's a lot of things to change, and that's just from a week ago. And so when we published it, Zero and I were both satisfied. Like, you know what? It's done enough. All of the huge bugs and issues are gone. They're not an issue. You can easily play it from start to finish for the first time without running into too many issues. So let's publish it. And yeah, so that's what we did. But yeah, so it took us 3 months initially from start to finish, or from start to publish. But even since March of this year, 2020, every few weeks, like, we're thinking of new ways to make the map better. And so, like, with the campfire update, if you watch the campfire update trailer, when we talked about, like, we remade all of these assets. So originally this checkpoint was all like default stuff.
Yeah, it was
like
all regular wood.
Default stairs and edited. So like we did,
Yeah.
what did we do? Right trigger. So we did a little bit of, oh, whoops. There we go. Oh. Let me edit. Can't do it. Ah, yeah, there we go. let's see. How do you... I'm just so confused right now. Anyways, you get the idea. But yeah, when did that campfire update? Let me look at YouTube again. Campfire update. Campfire update. Where are you? Why? How can I not find my own trailer? What is this?
You're just
too basic. Campfire update.
Look at that moon. It's really going on.
That is a very nice moon. Oh,
it's speeding. It's going
it's
quick.
zooming. It's supposed to be actually. Oh,
It's
time of day
really-
is default. Oh, whoops, that's my bad.
It's really going. Oh. Wow.
Sorry. What time should it be? How about 9 p.m.? Oh, that's too bright.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Is that good?
A little bit later. Make it a little bit later.
Okay, 9. Let's try 10.
Oh.
It's gotta be. Yeah, we can't. We have to do intervals of 1 hour.
Shoot.
Let's try that for a bit. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, let's try 9.
And let's see, fog thickness. Oh, did that get reset? Nah. That's a little too thick. Oh, a little better. Left for death. Camp fire update. Give me what I want. Oh. I think I hear fireworks. Maybe not. Okay, campfire update 3 months ago. Let's see. When did I post this? September. Yeah. So all of that changed when we went through the map and we changed, all of the default stuff and like the tunnels and stuff up there. That was just in September. So even though we published it in March, that's March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So that's 7 months that we're still constantly updating. And then at that point, I also added a bunch of like autumn colors. So all these autumn bushes, I changed that because I'm like, yeah, it needs to be autumn. That's better. And then I remade the hedge maze. And so I was like, this is actually a pretty significant update. Let's do an update trailer. And so the campfire update. Oh, and then that was another thing because we had all these campfires. And that was a huge complaint that like, why can't we get healed? Like, why can't we have campfires?
Yeah.
And so we added campfires to the map. It was a good move.
We wanted to do that at first, where we wanted these to be able to heal people, which we can never do.
Yeah.
That kind of stressed us out too.
And so we just had to give people campfires instead of just letting them heal. Yeah. But yeah. Let's see. So yeah, that's a good question. That took us a little bit too long to explain, but thanks for the question, man. Wow, that's so much time to make the map. We did put our hearts in this map. This is yeah. What do you think our longest like single session is, like from start to finish? I mean, we got kicked out once, but then we just hopped right back in. How long is a creative session? Like 4 hours?
No, I think maybe yeah.
Or is it 3 hours?
I think it's 3 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think the longest session, like all in one go, is we actually got kicked out because we died because of the storm. And then we hopped back in there, and then we were getting really close to running out of time again. So that was like probably 5.5 hours, like all in a row. Whoo! But yeah, let's see. What else? That microphone looks good. Does it look good or does it sound good? Do I sound okay? Hopefully I sound okay. But yeah, no, it is. It's just a Blue Yeti mic, the white version. I like white electronics. And it's normally like $100 or $130. At least it was like 5 years ago when I bought this. But for any streamer, like the single most important upgrade that you can make would just be a good audio. It doesn't matter if you have a crappy webcam. If people can't hear you, if it's all if it just sounds like garbage, then I'm good. I'll watch someone else. So if you can hear them okay, what a lot of people have discovered is that it doesn't matter if your webcam is good or bad or whatever. If you sound good, then you good. Let's see, what time is it? 11:39. Got 20 minutes to go, baby. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Let's do another fix. Hedge maze brute spawn redo. Okay, so I did that. We did that. Yeah. So I just dropped a brand new one. So maybe that'll work. I don't know.
Oh my god, that was another thing.
Oh.
We would make one change and then we would go back in and test it. So even if we didn't make like multiple changes and then test them, if it was like one thing with the brute spawners, we would have to start the game and just test that single one, which was kind of
exhausting,
tedious when it came to the end, because we would have to go through the whole thing.
Yeah. And that's why
just to test it.
Just to test it.
We didn't even know if it was gonna work or not.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and that's one thing, like, well, one, we discovered that we have to, like, I knew early on, like, we had to, which is why we started here originally, before we built any of the other map. I just needed to make sure we could start it and finish it. And once all those settings were in place, then smooth sailing, right? Easy peasy. But then, yeah, like Zero just said, even when we had things all figured out, we would add a brute spawner, or we'd change one little thing, and we'd have to test it immediately to see if it worked or not, or to see, what does this do. But then depending on where that brute spawner was, we'd have to this one is this is more than halfway through the map. So if we were to test it right now, which I'm not going to right now, I'll do it later. I'll do it next year. New Year's jokes. That was bad. Sorry. But yeah, we'd have to literally start the game. That was bad. Sorry. And run all the way through to basically 2/3 into the map, and just to see if that would work. Yeah, that was another time suck, is that it just take too much time, but it was worth it because we needed it to work. And then every once in a while, if there's an update to Battle Royale, or an update to just any sort of update that you had to download, even if it was like a 50 megabyte update, sometimes that would break things in creative, which would be super frustrating. So for a while there, when I was doing chapter 3, before I published chapter 3, a lot of there's a ton of parkour in chapter 3 with tires and air vents that push you up, and none of that stuff was working. And so for about 3 weeks, my chapter 3 map was completely broken. Because none of the parkour things were working, and that's no fault to mine. Just somewhere along the line, Epic tweaked a line of code that totally broke all of the parkour stuff. Ugh, crazy, super crazy. Happy New Year. Let's see, Merid hit Shepper 29, Shepther. I'm sorry, some of these names are pretty intense. Wow, 8 views. Oh, now 6. But yeah, that's man, freaking love it. Let's see what else. Double check all invisible barriers and make them foolproof. Oh, I think one of my friends somehow. Oh yeah, this one you can jump on. You can jump onto these ones. So let's make these a little bit taller. Oh, and see, the thing is, it doesn't cost anything to make it taller.
Let's see. Does this one stop?
Oh, Jason, hello. He's alive. Are you ready for New Year's? 17 minutes, baby. What? Let's see, and we should probably make this one taller too, just a little smidge.
That's the one I was just making taller.
Okay, perfect. And probably for my next update, I think I need to hide these better. because while the base itself is invisible,
well, cause
all the platform it's on is still very visible. It's not a huge deal,
I
but
know there was one that we had put that I figured out a way to put underground.
yeah. Oh,
One of
there's
these
actually
over here, I'd
there's
figured
actually
out how to put
several.
underground.
And
Yeah,
I
there is.
did that a lot in a lot of the other maps we did underground stuff
Yeah,
since
the
to
new
thanks to
ones, the new
yeah, thanks to
ones.
that discovery. And that's another
We
interesting
figured
thing
out.
is that, you know, halfway through Left 4 Death chapter 2 when we're building that map, I suddenly discover or learn XYZ and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, I got to do that immediately to chapter 1 and chapter 3." And then I'm building chapter 3 with a different friend with Caleb, and then he discovers this one little thing or he shows me something, and then I'm like, wow, that's super cool. Wow, I need to make that change
Well, yeah,
immediately. So
cause
then I go back and everything completely changes for the better in these older maps.
yeah,
Very
and that's
cool.
the
Very
thing with
cool.
when it comes back
Oh
to
yeah,
this was the first
this one.
creative map we had made, and this was
Yeah.
we
So
didn't
just a
know
guinea pig.
anything about creative.
Yeah. So this middle section. So originally, now if we change this middle section to invisible, really quick. Um, So we have all this like camping stuff that I thought it would be obvious. We had more shelves and stuff, but basically it's
Yeah, we just
just
had
a
more
really
filler
easy way
stuff.
to like block people, so then they have to go around it. But people kept same thing with the problem back here with this hedge maze is that because it was invisible, people saw it. They wanted to go there immediately. They didn't want to take 10 seconds to walk around it. And so we ended up just deleting a lot of the fences and turning this into a brick wall.
I think there was an instance where one person tried to go straight through and he kind of got stuck in between. I think it was this log and the thing,
Oh, that's
and he would
crazy.
just get whacked by the zombies and die.
Yeah, and then he couldn't.
He couldn't move.
Oh, there's another firework. Can't see anything. I live downtown in Salt Lake, so I have pretty good views of like everywhere, but like I can't see anything from right here. That's okay. Oh man, 14 minutes. Ooh, man, so good. But yeah, yeah. So you can come here and you see this random like half brick wall. That's funny. Hello. Oh, it's alive. So cool. All right, what else do I need to change? Let's see. Double check all the invisible barriers, make them foolproof. I'll have to do that later. I don't have time to do that now. Final check point, build wall to ensure it gets triggered. Oh, final checkpoint. Oh, okay, yeah. So we're gonna build a little wall thingy. Around. We're gonna copy this because the very last checkpoint right here can, for some reason, be easy to miss. And see how it's like invisible? That's a current glitch that I don't like. Let's see, is that enough? Oh, and another thing that even after the campfire update, you see all these like birds flying around. So this is just like a particle effect that I didn't even know until, well, yeah, I guess chapter 3, Caleb showed me the particle effects, and I didn't even like realize what that was. And so then I went around, like there's birds flying up here, and then if you come down to the wilderness area here, there's this little glowy orb thing, customized particle, and so that's also got these little birds flying around. And then if you can hear, there's like crickets chirping in the background. That was another like late, very, very late addition that I didn't even know you could do sound effects or have music playing in the background. That's amazing. And that was a pretty recent update from not too long ago. So I think we're gonna delete.
These things weren't even like thought of when we had first
Yeah.
started making this. These weren't even.
Okay, so there could be a more elegant way to do this, but I've had a lot of people skip this checkpoint.
Oh,
And then they
run
get
right
killed
over
by
it.
the orange zombies, and then they go all the way back to the bottom of the hill. So, oh yes. Oh, here I can do that now. Oh, yeah. Good. Oh, yeah, do that side too. Okay, I mean, that's pretty good. So, not... Again, not what I intended. It should be pretty obvious that, oh, look, there's a checkpoint. Better step on it. But
Well,
you'd be
I don't
surprised
see
at
any
how...
skip stairs, but you know what?
'cause people would be like, jump in and then jump in. And, oh, this parkour is so fun. Wow. Alright, so that should make that a little easier. That is a recent discovery that for the first time ever someone somehow missed that checkpoint, so gotta fix it. So we can delete that. Less fog. Okay, yeah, we'll do less fog. It was like 80%, so we'll try 60%, see if that works. Add 2 arrows for stairs and around the other side. Oh, but where? So yeah, my friend... So Jason wanted me to add some graffiti arrows. But I can't remember... I didn't... I don't know. Can add one on this bus, maybe? This way. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
How's your nap?
That's good.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna steal you in 10 minutes.
Whew. 11:51, baby.
I'm stealing you in like 10 minutes. Or like a minute.
Well, I think that's all the changes we can make right now. But, yeah. What you thinking? Gotcha.
Oh, not here.
Here, let me, let's see, there's gotta be a fence. Oh, that's not big enough.
That's depressing. That's really depressing.
Let's see. I don't want to dig through the menus if I can find something on the map already. We could just do a picket fence. No, that wouldn't fit.
That wouldn't.
There's a long piece of wood. Whew. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up for the stream. It looks like we're gonna do one last minute little change. Nice. It's looking good. Oh. Oh, very good. Cool. But yeah, thanks for watching the stream, everybody. Very fun. We're just about to wrap it up, and the views are going down, which is totally cool. I guess I'm just gonna have to find... I swear I have like a full piece of fence somewhere that's not attached to anything else. Let me just take a look-see. All these pieces. That's just a half piece. Huh. Ooh. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Alright, alright. We might just have to... Let's see... What gallery could that be under? Farm building? Oh, okay, okay. Here we go. Here we go. I think I found it. What the heck? There we go. There we go. Could probably extend this all the way out too. I mean, why stop at just one?
What?
Why stop at just one? Beautiful. I guess we should get this pretty. But yeah, so Left 4 Dead Chapter 1. In fact, for all you, let's see, I've got a plug somewhere. Plug the code, man. Let me just throw on some fences. Hopefully those fences are enough of a hint to not go over here. Let's see. If you just plop down to this safe zone right here, we've got all 3 codes right now. There's Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream. I guess next time we'll go through Chapter 2 maybe, or something else. I don't know. Oh, and I kind of started on Chapter 4. But we're not going to show that for a very long time. Because I need to, like, recoup my ideas and try some new gameplay stuff, and that just takes a long time. But anyways, yep. Left 4 Dead. What you saw today was Chapter 1. And then I've got 2 more chapters after that. Chapters 1 and 2 made by myself and our fellow Hype Master Zero. Where did he go? Is he still up there? Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah.
Can take a dab bow. Let's see, where are those? Gentleman's dab or whatever. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let's see, gentleman. Gentleman's bow. Ah. There we go. Thank you very much. Yeah, go play Chapter 1 and Chapter 2.
Do it.
Do it. All right.
Regret it.
You won't. Especially Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is just so good and so special. We doggone made something good here, Zero.
We did.
All right, Happy New Year. Oh, it's 2021 in 3 minutes, so I'm going to go and celebrate. Thanks for watching. Again, this is like Return of the King. So many false endings. But yeah, seriously, have a good night. Have a good year. See you in 2021. Okay.